Sunday, Sabot MBYC Regatta, Mission Bay Yacht Club, March 2019. Great to see Bella and Taylor practicing downwind. Both look outstanding. Taylor healing a lot to get his lee board out of the water, and as we develop our downwind skills, we'll start sailing with our board up on starboard once in a while. If we have no other boats around and we're kind of just practiced at it. You got to practice it because sometimes kids get all tweaked up on the rudder when they have their lee board up. So the rudder's turned, and so the benefit of pulling the lee board up is negated by the rudder being turned. So when you're really good at it, the boat will just skip downwind and can almost let go of the tiller. Race 1 on Sunday. All the snipes are in the boat, all the crews are in the boat. The forecast is for the wind to build a lot by 2, but will be light. That'll be nice. Great practice here. The current is stronger now than it was at noon yesterday. It's pushing me backwards right now. Or it's holding everybody up against the line and pushing the fleet towards the pin. There's Preston right there, looking good. He does not want to stick out anymore. He should actually drop back with the green boat just a tiny bit. If he just pushes his boom out. But he's working out fine. Oops. I'm not sure what happened. Now he should press towards me. Press means go down just a little. Not bad, Max. Better. He's on the line now. So he started 6 seconds late. No worries. We're getting better. Okay, Max does not want to tack yet. He wants to make sure that there's a lane through there. God, he's trucking. Even in bad air, he's gaining on the boats to windward. Okay, Preston should look up here. It looks like the snipe crews are still in the boat, but it looks a tiny bit darker to me. So he should just be trying to accelerate. Max is actually hanging good. But Max should not tack because he would have to make a big duck on these guys. Okay. Max should just wait until the green boat gets out of here. But he's hanging. So that's a top 3 sailor. There's that boat. So now what we got to do is we just got to race. So we've got to be able to look around and decide which tack is better. And are we gaining or losing against the boats around us? Anton, definitely one of the best sailors in a new boat. Abe Dearden's old boat. Former Coronado kid who sails at UCLA. So that's cool to see that boat out again. I think Preston is doing very well here. So his goal is to go really fast. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Look at this, guys. Max didn't see it. Preston's not seeing it. These guys are going much higher. Need to do a check luff right now. C1 fleet's about to start. Taylor's in a little bit of trouble just because it's such light wind. He might be in bad air, so he should be sitting on his bottom right now, reaching, going as fast as he can. And I think Bella's at the boat end on port tack waiting for... Oh, no, she's on starboard. She's right next to 9051 in there. Taylor's telltales are not up, they're just starting to fly. He should look at his telltales, sit forward, and just ease his main out till the lured telltale flies a little more. He's still on a close reach. Say starboard, or let her cross. Yeah, let her cross. Oh, he tacked underneath her. Okay, so it's hard to tell where the wind is. It's really hard to tell where the wind is when it's light. There's Charlotte, did a great job there. And Taylor's gonna luck out here and get going. And getting on port tack was the move. The wind was favored boat end at B fleet start. Right now the wind has shifted to the left. That's good news for Max and Preston. There was a lot of boats to their right, so they're probably in 3rd and 4th or 5th. All the snipes are on starboard tack coming downwind. That indicates a left wind shift, a wind shift from over here. So we're already in that shift. And so Taylor did good by tacking there. Oh, there's Bella who just survived. Great job, great job. Great job. Super fun. So we would have looked upwind before we get to the mark here, and we're trying to guess what tack are we gonna be on soon. Are we gonna stay on starboard or is port tack better? So we would have looked upwind. These leaders are on port, so my guess is I'm gonna try to get a lane on port. Wind pressure looks very light behind me, and the only wind I see is right over here. And then when I look right here, it's really glassy. That is the C1 fleet coming down and the B fleet coming down. Wow, this guy is just winning the B fleet by a country mile. Holy smoke screens. But everybody's on starboard again, you see? And there's Preston on port tack upwind. So if there's a lot of boats on starboard downwind, then it probably means, as long as you're going back to the same mark, it probably means port tack is lifted upwind. So everybody's on starboard downwind, everybody's doing perfect here, getting on port. Bella's in 7th or 8th. She's got boats on her inside over here. The best C1 should have been looking at the B fleet to see which gates they went around. It would have been hard to figure out which one was better at that point. Here's Taylor right there next to Charlotte again. Just looking outstanding. So both of them look very good with a lot of heel. My guess is that this buoy in front of me is further upwind. You guys have done outstanding right there to break the overlap on the blue boat. Now you're overlapped on each other. Yeah, see, these guys are getting around their buoy here. So I think this buoy was further upwind, but not by much. You're rounding almost simultaneously. The good news is the B fleeter 9159 has a very good angle right there. The good news is that the shift that's coming is probably going to make it so you gain on these two. We'll see. The lightning clinic going on. This guy right here, Steve Hunt. Many time world champ sailor. Doing a little clinic for these guys. Also the most decorated high school sailing coach ever by a long way. Point Loma High School coach for years. They're pretty much the best high school team. Probably top 5 at the Nationals all of the last 20 years and have won probably 10 to 12 national championships in the last 15 years. It's just crazy. Team racing nationals, single-handed, everything. Pretty cool. There's Preston right there. Preston's in 3rd. Man, Anton is just eating Preston up right now. See, he's just parked. Anton's moving over there. You see the 8662's trucking, and Preston needs to press down, come down and get some speed. You rounded with that green boat, brother. That's a decent upwind leg right there. Although that 10275 has got a heck of an angle over there. So maybe it's not as good as I think, but the pressure on my right, the wind pressure looks pretty good, so I think you're golden. So what we're working on with you is start was better. So you saved yourself 15 seconds that race. The leader just finished about 20 seconds ago, so you're gonna finish about a minute behind. We got to finish 40 seconds a race faster. We got to get most of that at the start. We got to be able to get a better clear lane. We got to be able to play the main sheet. Oh, you're trucking right now. We got to play the leading edge of the mainsail better. When we're fast, we squeeze the main sheet in. When we're slow, we round off the front of the sail by easing it out a little. We got to get a little bit better at that in all conditions. Good job, buddy. 7th for the first race today. Beat a lot of boats. Race 1 on Sunday, the C1 fleet. The better sailers are starting to shine. So you see the people that are able to keep the flow over the leeboard. Here's Charlotte. She rounded right with a bunch of boats down there, if you remember. Here's Taylor. Taylor's top 5. I mean, he was not this far ahead of a lot of people. Do not heel any more than that, brother. Here's Bella. She's top 5. So they have just left some other people behind. And that means they're sailing well. And they're learning so much right now. She probably looks the best right there. Just that tiny bit of heel. Outstanding. And then here's Bella sailing a little flatter with the main tighter, but she seems to be able to do that. So she's an easy 3rd right now. Pretty incredible. And then Taylor's a little parked right now. He's sitting too far back. But he's easily top 5. There is one guy, everybody should take note. There's one boat over here pointed above me. So this guy is doing a lot better than anybody thinks. Oh, she's a beef leader though. Wow. She's a beef leader. But we should still be looking at that. A lot of fun here. I think Charlotte's winning. I think 9282. I think 9051 is a beef leader. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. No. It's hard to say, but anyway, they're doing outstanding. Bella's either 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. And Taylor is looking okay here. I don't think any of these boats are ahead of him, so I think he just needs to do an outstanding tack and get him. A fleet, race 2 on Sunday. He could have been closer to 9009. But speed was outstanding. Preston started next to one really good sailor, 8662. So I'm not going to say you're going to have the luck of starting next to what we call cupcakes all the time, but we do want to start next to people that are not the champions usually. He's kind of the best guy in the fleet here, 2nd best. There's Carter, the guy that won the last race down there at the pin again. He won the first race just by being on the wind. Preston and Max did not look out over their shoulder and see that these boats were going 3 degrees higher than them. And by the time they figured it out, those guys were 1st and 2nd. So, oh, Preston, beautiful. Anton tacked out. Your sail's luffing a little, so that means the wind is shifting to the left a little. You're gonna have to roll out of here pretty soon. This guy, 10275, is pinching. And Max needs to get out of there as soon as possible. He just needed to start closer to the boat to windward of him, who is now underneath both Preston and the other guy, 9009. So Max should be up there where 9009 is. Preston just calmly gaining. Oh, there's Carter winning again. So Carter just starts and stays patient. Max should have tacked out a long time ago. He has no leverage now, so he should be out right over there. And he has some leverage. Right now he's behind the fleet. There's no way to gain now. If we get a left wind shift, he loses. If he gets a right wind shift, he loses. He needed to get on port sooner to get some leverage on the fleet. Preston has just been pinching, so he's just staying too patient. Oh good, we finally got a lane. Preston should have tacked out a while ago just because he had a boat pinching to leeward of him, and just they weren't going anywhere. Everybody else was moving. And you'll see 9099 just went 2 boat lengths faster.